Okay, you are welcome to this lesson on Roman numerals. Roman numerals is a topic that's very interesting. Number one, it affords you the opportunity to do some basic additions and subtractions. It affords you the opportunity to review what you know about place value. It also affords you the opportunity to be able to combine a number of strategies to solve a problem. So, in general, Roman numerals is a very, very productive topic that enhances your numerical skills. So, if you're ready and you agree with me, let's go. So, the objective, as stated previously, is to write out Roman numerals in Hindu-Arabic numerals and vice versa. Yes, exactly. The regular day-to-day numerals that we need to use is called Hindu-Arabic. So these are some of the keywords you face today. Roman, of course, we do know Romans from Rome, ancient city of Rome. Indo-Arabic, which is the regular day-to-day numbers that we do use, and place value. Place value is very, very important with Roman numerals. So our outcomes. First, we'll learn how to make a list of the first seven basic Roman numerals. Learn how to rewrite Indo-Arabic numerals as Roman numerals and vice versa. For numerals involving only addition, you will understand this a bit more as we proceed. Um, in the process of rewriting Indo-Arabic as Roman numerals or Roman numerals as Indo-Arabic, there are certain times you need to do addition. Okay, you need to carry out additions, and then the extended level to rewrite Indo-Arabic numerals as Roman numerals and vice versa. For numerals involving both addition and subtraction, yes, when you rewrite your Roman numerals Indo-Arabic or Indo-Arabic as a Roman numerals, there are basic numerals operations like addition and subtraction that you probably need to carry out. Let's go on. So first, make a list of basic Roman numerals that you do know. Okay, you can pause the video and then quickly make that list. Make a list of the basic Roman numerals that you know as it is right now. So pause the video and then proceed. Okay, good. So I guess you've written out your basic numerals. So the first one is I, which is 1, V, which is 5, X, which is 10, L, which is 50, C, 100, D 500, and M 1000. Yes, M 1000. Okay, so we proceed. Oh, what's happening here? Wow, moving, under movement. Okay, good. So, what do you notice? What do you notice at this point? Something has happened. You can pause the video and think about it. What has happened? Yes. What do you notice? Let me tell you what has just happened. The basic Roman numerals you've written down have been classified into two different classes. Um, the first class, the ones that start with one, I1, X10, you can see starts with one as well. C100 starts with one, M1000 starts with one, V5, L50, D50, all these last three starts with 5. So the relevance of this classification you will get to know as we proceed. So you can see the basic Roman digits have been put at the bottom there, and then we have them classified as well. The ones that start with 1 are purple, while the ones that start with 5 are green. There's a necessity for this, and you will find out very soon. So let's figure this out. Okay, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. So I think you can pause right now and write out the values of these. So this is 3, this is 20, this is 300, and this is 2000. So what's happening? Okay, we know I is 1, but there are 3 of it. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives you 3. Good. X is 10, and there are 2 of it. So that's 10 plus 10. This is basically addition. Remember our objective? We talk about interchanging Roman numerals and Hindu-Arabic numerals that involve addition. Okay, good. So X is 10 and 2 of it will give you 20. C is 100 and 3 of it will give you 300. M is 1000 and 2 of it will give you 2000. Okay, good. So what do you notice? What do you notice? You can pause the video so you will not hear me say it and try and figure out what's going on here. What do you notice? Okay, good. So what I notice, what you should notice is this. All of these that are repeated come from the Roman numerals that start with 1. Can you see at the bottom? I is 1. We repeated it 3 times, making 3. X is 10. We repeated it 2 times. We skipped and went to C, that is 100. We repeated it 3 times as well. We also repeated M. Okay, good. So what does this tell you? What happened to the Roman numerals that start with 5? We do not do repeated addition for the Roman numerals that start with 5. Imagine if we did VV. If we did VV to get 10, then there will be a problem. You know why? Because X is already 10. X is already 10. It wouldn't make sense to write 10 in 2 different ways. So there's no need to do VV to get 10. You just use X to get 10. Look at 50 is L. Imagine we did LL to get 100. There's already a C for 100, so we wouldn't need to combine L to get 100. Same thing with 500. We wouldn't need to combine 500 to get 1000 because we already have a character for 1000. Beautiful. So that's exactly one of the essence of classification of those basic Roman numeral digits into the ones that start with 1 and the ones that start with 5. So you already know the ones that can be repeated, and each digit can actually be repeated 2 times or 3 times. You could have I to give you 2. You could have I to give you 3. Good. You could have XX to give you 20. You could have XXX to give you 30. One thing you should note is this: no digit was repeated 4 times. We do not do repetition of basic digits 4 times. As a matter of fact, we do not repeat any digits 4 times in Roman numerals. The max we can do is 3. Okay, good. So those are things you should notice. Now, question again. Write 3 more Roman numerals that follows the same pattern. Yes, there are a bit more than these that can actually be repeated. So you can pause the video and write them out. Okay, good. So these are the other ones remaining. There are 4 remaining actually that can be repeated to follow this pattern. We have II to give you 2. We have XXX to give you 30. CC to give you 200 and MMM to give you 3000. Beautiful. So let's move on. It's coming. The picture is coming clearer now. So let's figure this out. You can pause the video now to figure this out. Okay, V high is 6. Why is it 6? X high is 11. Have you seen a pattern? CLXII is 162. You can pause the video to observe the pattern and figure out what the last number will be. MDCI is 1601. So what is happening? What do you notice? Pause the video right now to make a list of your observations. So what you would observe readily is this. All these digits have been added. We know V is 5. Good. We have added 5 to 1. to get 6. We know x is 10. We have added the I, which is 1 to 10 to get 11. And same thing goes all through. We added every single digit. For the third one, C is 100, L is 50, X is 10. That alone is 160. Then II is 2. So the same process goes on. All of these have been added. What else do you notice? This is the game changer. This observation is the game changer. Let me tell you what else I noticed. What else you should notice is that the digits, smaller digits, are come after the bigger digits. Look at the first one. V is 5. Following 5 is 1. So the big, small identity. The big, small identity. So big coming before the small digits. You add, if you see that in Roman numerals. Big digits coming before the smaller digits. Just go ahead and do an addition. You'll find out it's the same thing all through, except of course there's a repetition of digits, like we have in the third example. Of course, we know already that repeated digits means addition. So you will find out that whenever there's a big digit before a small digit, we do the addition. All through these four examples, the same thing holds. Big digits before small digits. Okay, beautiful. So now extended task for you now. Write three more Roman numerals that follow the same pattern. Actually, the list is endless. I'm not going to give examples here. So you can pause the video now and write three more Roman numerals that follow this pattern. Big numeral coming before the small numeral. And do not forget to mix it up with some repeated digits. And remember that the only digits that we can repeat are the ones that start with 1. Okay, good. So you pause the video. Now let's proceed. So we are figuring something else out. Okay. I hope you are enjoying this expose on Roman numerals. So figure this out. If you remember what we talked about in the previous slide, we talked about big small identities. Okay, good. So I need you to figure this out. Exactly. So IV, what you would notice is this. What you would notice. Okay, can you tell me what you notice? You can pause the video and tell me what you notice. Okay, I can tell you readily that rather than the big small identities that we had on the previous slide, right now we have the small digits coming before the big digits. 1, I is 1, V is 5. I comes before 5. Before V, it's a subtraction, not an addition. So we find the difference between I and V. The difference between 1 and 5 is 4. Look at the second one, IX, the small big identity again. Small digits coming before the big digits. So we have IX. The difference between 1 and 10 is 9. Good. We have XL. X is 10, L is 50. 10 comes before 50. That's a subtraction again. So we do the subtraction, we get 40. And same thing goes with XC. Okay, good. But this list has not been exhausted yet. Or has it? Do you think the list has been exhausted? Okay, let's see what you can do. Write three more Roman numerals that follow the same pattern. Do you think they are up to 3? Let's find out. Pause the video and write as many small big identities that you can find out from Roman numerals. Remember, it has to be a small digit before a bigger digit. And when we talk about the small big identities, it has to be the two digits must be side by side in value. If you look at the IV, look at the bottom of the screen, IV, they are side by side, isn't it? Exactly. They are side by side. Okay, good. Look at the XL. XL gives you 40. Good. XC also. You can see there's only one between them. Okay, that is also acceptable. If there's only one basic digit between them, it's also acceptable. Same way we have IV, we could also have IX because there's only V between them. Okay, so the same way we have XC, we could have XL. And when we talk about the small big identities, we always start with the ones that have that start with one. So you can see that the classification based on what the Roman numeral starts with is very important. I'm talking about the classification at the bottom of the screen because we have always to start with the Roman numeral that starts with the ones. If you are doing a small big identity. So, any more that you can write? Yes, these are the only two more acceptable. So CD and then CM. We've started with one I. We did IVIX. That's the end for I. We did XLXC. We have used X also twice. We did CD and then CM. So there's only two more left, not three. So these are the small big identities that are acceptable in Roman numerals. So what you do is whenever you have a Roman numeral to convert to an Indo-Arabic numeral, what you do is watch out for all these six identities. They help you out. If you know them, the better for you. Okay, let's move on. Well done. You're doing good. So let's figure this out. Now we are cracking bones. I think this is the last part of the of this lesson. So we have this. Let's figure all of this out. Okay, good. So what do you think of this? Pause the screen, pause the video, and write out your answers. Okay, good. For the very first one, let's see. M stands for 1000, C stands for 100, D stands for 5. Oh, I see a small big identity, CD. So instead of treating them as 100 and 500, I'm going to treat them as 400 because we know that's a small big identity. So CD is 400. So 1400 so far. Then LXII stands for 62. So 1462. So the CD identity is what you must look out for whenever you are transcribing Roman numerals into Hindu-Arabic. So look for the small big identities. Now, the second question, is there any small big identity? Do you see any? Look for it. Yes, there is. And the small big identity observable in the second example is XL, and XL stands for 40. So when you add all the previous ones, DCCC, which is 800, XL is 40, 840 plus the 1, 841, not 71, 841. Okay, good. So we can proceed. So the next one, the fourth example, what do you notice? You can pause the video and discuss. Okay, good. So you will find out there are four basic digits repeated here. C, 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 C. Do you remember our rules for Roman numerals? Can we have four on a stretch? I don't think so. This is not acceptable. That's why there's a big question mark for this question. Big question mark because it's not acceptable. We do not combine four digits of the same four the same digit four times. We do not combine the same digit four times in Roman numeral. How about the last one? What do you think? What do you see? Exactly. Look at it very well. We have LLL. LLL. We do not combine Roman numerals that start with 5. Yes, L is 50, and here this question is combining 53 times. We do not combine the Roman digits that start with 5. So that's a big question mark as well. So that's not possible. So that's exactly what you should notice in these four examples here. So can you write 3 more Roman numerals that follow acceptable pattern? The list is endless, so I'm not going to give you examples here. Well done. Let's figure this out. Once you see the questions, you can pause the video to figure out the answers. You might want to say these are years in numbers, but it really doesn't matter. Just pause the video now and get your answers out. Okay, so good. Having paused the video, now let's resume. The answer to this 1904 is this. Okay, good. One is 1000 represented by M. 9 is 900 represented by CM. Remember those small big combinations that we talked about? Exactly. Those small big combinations that we talked about. Here they are, CM. Okay. Then zero, of course, we always ignore zero when we are moving to in Roman numerals, we always ignore zero. Then the four is IV. IV. So that's it. So do you think now you can actually figure out the rest yourself? You can pause the video now if you actually made an error with the first one and proceed. Okay, good. So 1960, 1960 or 1960 is 1000 M, 900 CM, 60 LX, and that is it. 2029 and 2000 is mm. I told you we ignore zeros. Okay, 2000 mm. 20, remember we are using the place value, not the phase digit. 20 is xx and 9 is ix. And then the last one. Wow, this is something. So you wonder when four-digit numbers are actually like five or six digits in Roman numerals. Why is this same four-digit number now like 10 or more? So let's see. M is 2000. So 2000 that's mm, okay. The next one is 300. It's not 3, it's 300. That's CCC, repeated addition of hundreds. 8 is 80. That is LXXX, 50 plus 30. 80 is essentially 50 plus 30, LXXX. And then remember, we can't do x 8 times. Definitely, x 8 times is not acceptable for 80. So you have to look for a way to break it down. Okay, so there's 50 and then there's 30. So that's why we're using 50 and 30. Then 7 is VII, and that's why it's so long. Okay, good. So let's move on. What do you notice? What do you notice? One thing you would notice is we keep using the place value of each digit, not the phase value. Use the place value. It's very, very important. And then you can try this on your own. Okay. Well done. Well done. Okay, so in summary, what we're talking about, talking about converting Roman numerals to Indo-Arabic. What are the things you need to know when doing that? You need to know when to add. You need to know that we add when looking facing repeated digits like XX or XXX, II or CC or CCC, okay, or Remember that repeated digits are allowed only for digits that Roman digits that start with one. We do not do VVV. We do not do VV. We do not do LLL. We do not do LL. We do not do DDD. We do not do DD. So those are Roman digits that start with five. We do not do repeated digits. We do not repeat them. Okay. We do repeated digits with Roman digits that start with one. Okay. Well done. So then also when to add, we look at a big small combination of numerals. Okay, that means a progression from big digits to small digits. Whenever something like that occurs in Roman numerals, of course you know you need to add to get your Hindu-Arabic numerals. Well done. Also, you also need to know when to subtract. We need to subtract when we have the small big combination of numerals. Small big, that means a small numeral immediately followed by a bigger numeral. So group them together as a group of two, then you figure out what they are. Remember all the small big combinations we have, there are six of them, small big combinations, remember, and they always start with either 4 or 9. IV is 4, IX is 9. See that? Good. And the next one will be XC is XL is 40 and XC is 90. So then the next one is CD is 400, CM is 900. Okay, so those are the small big combination of numerals that we have. Okay, so just six of them, or each one of them starting with a digit that starts with 1. Okay, so we have IV, we have IX. Okay, we have X C, and we have XL. We also have CD and we have CM. Okay, those are the small big combinations you need to watch out for when converting Roman numerals to Hindu-Arabic. Those are the first thing you need to do. Okay, remember to always look out for the small big combinations before adding other digits. If you can find the small big combinations in Roman numerals, good. Identify them and figure out what they are into Arabic, then you can now add all the other ones. Remember, extract the small big combinations first. And if you're not so sure, go back a couple of minutes in the video and you'll see that again. Also, you also need to know when we convert into Arabic numerals to Roman numerals, what we need to do is we always take each digit as a with regards to its place value, not its face value. Always in regard to its place value and not face value. Once you do all of this, then you are good. Move on. Let's talk about what we have achieved today. What have you achieved today? Can you make a list of the first 7 basic Roman numerals? Beautiful. Can you rewrite Indo-Arabic numerals as Roman numerals? And vice versa for numerals involving only addition. Remember, there are two instances where we do addition when we are transcribing. The first instance is repeated addition of Roman digits, repeated addition, and the second instance is when we have the big small identities. Big numbers come in before small numbers. You add. Beautiful. Then the third objective, can you rewrite Indo-Arabic numerals as Roman numerals and vice versa for numerals involving both addition and subtraction? Yes. Well done. You've achieved quite a lot today. There is a task for you on the next screen, and now will be your worksheet. So I'll see you next time. Bye.